the content of this meeting is being sent to a third party. There's a third party going on? Done. Redirecting to YouTube. There it is. All right, we did it. We did it. Somehow we managed to go live on YouTube. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, let's go. I have questions queued up for people that have questions, so we're going to get to those. And let me just close that down and close the secret sauce. I'm working on some really cool secret stuff. I'll bring it to you. Don't worry. Okay, we're live on YouTube. Well, what's up? What's up, YouTube friends? You guys are on the YouTube. You guys can ask me questions on YouTube as well. All you got to do is post them in the chat. So I'll write something in the chat right now. Ask me anything about LinkedIn or getting clients online. Okay, so that's there. So I have some questions queued up, and I'll open up the chat for you fine folks so that you can ask me questions here on the Zoom. And the chat is open. Say hello, everyone. Thanks for being here. I am thinking about, I'll tell you what I'm thinking about in a little bit. Happy Fire Hose Day is, I think, what you meant to write. Here is how, oh God, holy cow. Just smashed my coffee cup against my monitor. Like, here's how slammed my day has been. My day has been just wacky slammed. And I spilled coffee down the edge of my cup. Can't let anything go to waste. I'll wash my hands before I touch you. Here's how slammed I've been today. Like, just completely slammed back to back since I woke up this morning. I made coffee, forgot about the coffee, and then just went out to get it before spending time with you, and didn't even have 30 seconds to warm up the coffee. So I literally just was standing in the kitchen and I went, nah, screw it. And I just took a bunch of ice and I dumped it in here, the cold coffee. So I'm drinking iced coffee. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Wow, I haven't had iced coffee all winter. So that's actually pretty good. All right, we got some questions queued up. Let me get to those questions. And what I will do is I will put the question in to the, I'll type it out so you can see it. So where did I put these questions? Here is the first one. Yeah, it has been this week, last week, just like slammed. And like my schedule has just been back to back to back. I started at 8 o'clock this morning, and like my calls were so tight back to back that I was letting one private client in when the other one was finishing. And so then they come in, and a lot of these people don't know each other. So then I get to introduce them, and they're like, you haven't had a break. I'm like, I'm okay. And now I've got you at noon. I've got a 1 o'clock. I've got a 2 o'clock. That's inner circle coffee. I've got a 2:30 sales call, a 2:45 helping somebody out get ready for their workshop, which then I'm moderating at 3. Then I've got a 4:30, and now I'm having to start to do stuff on the weekends as well. So I just started lining up meetings for the weekends. It's great stuff. It's really great stuff. And then last night, it was 9:30, and I'm like, oh shoot, I haven't gotten my second cardio in. So I had to get out for an hour, 9:30 to 10:30 last night. And then I have 3 hours of work ahead of me. And I see questions coming in. It's way better to be busy than the alternative. All right. So let's see. Here is the first question that came in. And so I'm going to copy this and paste it. This is a great question. So let's go here to the whiteboard. Question number 1 is this. Please share a method to avoid plagiarism completely from the entire blog. So plagiarism works in two different directions. So there is situation number one, people plagiarizing you. I don't know. I'm going to guess people copying your content, right? So that's situation number one is people copying your content. And how do you prevent that? So how do you prevent this? First, the answer is this. You can't. People will. There is somebody in the mastermind, there is somebody in the Growth Galvanized mastermind who someone took their exact content and was using it on their website. It was a complete copy and paste from the galvanized person's website to this person's website. Just a complete copy and paste. Not even an attempt to change. Title, everything. So then if that happens, you got to reach out to them. Okay? If that happens, you got to reach out to them and say, stop it. I would use stronger language. I would use stronger language than that. Wow. Okay. So somebody asked a question and then they're telling me that they got to go because they have a priority. You got to do that. So let me answer this question really quick here, and then we'll get to somebody's got to go, so they need an answer quick, and they're in the inner circle, so I'm going to jump in and answer this question, and then we'll get back to plagiarism. Oh, you mean after the session? Okay. All right. Okay. I thought you meant now. So then I'll answer your question shortly. So if you find that this happens, you got to message them and say, stop it. Because there's so many risks there's so many risks that you run. The biggest risk is somebody stealing your work. That's terrible. I never worry when people copy me, like when they try to do the things I do, just don't do it word for word. And I encourage especially my mastermind and my private clients, I encourage them to take what they learn from me and bring it to their people. And a lot of them do, especially the mindset stuff. I love seeing that. But when it's a word for word copy, you got to tell them to stop. And if they don't listen, then you might have to involve a lawyer. So on that note, you might have to involve a lawyer. So on that note, B, have strong terms, conditions, and copyright notices on your website. And there's lots and lots of different people that can help you with that. In the mastermind right now, you could speak to Doris DK. You could just search Doris DK. She's a member of the Growth Galvanized Mastermind. She would be somebody that you could talk to about that. So you want to have strong terms, conditions, copyright notices on the website. That gives you some legal standing to go after. Somebody else that you could talk to, somebody who is not in the mastermind, but you could talk to Randy Carpina, if she's still doing that work, which I don't know if she is or not. So those are a couple of people that you could reach out to. C. So that's if they copy you and you can't prevent it. So you could use JavaScript to prevent copy and paste. There is a small little bit of JavaScript that you can put on your website that will prevent people from copying and pasting. That kind of works. However, people could still use optical character recognition on your website and get the content anyways. Okay. You want to see what I mean by that? Right? But watch this. I'll show you this really quick. Watch this. I'm going to take a screen capture of this. So imagine this was my website. I'm going to take a screen capture of this content. Okay, I just took a screen capture of it. And now I'm going to share my browser with you, and I'm going to show you how people do this. You just go to your browser and you do online OCR, and you pick one like this one. Then you select the file, this one here, and we're just going to do text, convert, waiting. And Shazam. There's the text right there. Okay. So even if you use the JavaScript to prevent someone from copying and pasting, the smart, the person who is tech savvy is going to know what to do. And then even the person who isn't tech savvy, I hope that maybe some of you just learned that you could do that. Um, that comes in incredibly handy, by the way. That I use that online OCR all the time. I don't know why I use it all the time, but I do. Or they could read your copy into something like otter.ai. And then they would have a transcript of it. All right. So for people copying your content, there's really not a whole lot else you can do. So then D, understand that, what's the phrase that I often use? I never worry when someone copies me. I worry when they stop. I never worry when someone copies me. I worry when they stop. So a kind of tangential answer here is E, make your content so unique to your experience that when someone copies it, they look dumb. Because it couldn't possibly have been them. By the way, this works to your advantage. I'm saying it, you heard me say this 2 weeks ago. I'm going to keep saying it. Human, uh, uniquely educational and slightly entertaining content will outpace, I'm saying it, AI content in 2024. You bet it will. I bet it will. I know it will. But Chris, all of the platforms are allowing us to use AI. LinkedIn has an AI generator. Yes, because they want to see how you're using AI to create content so that they can work against it. You're becoming part of the tool, including video. Uh, if including, I just looked at the last comment. I haven't read the comments. Help me understand what that means, including video. Personal versus AI. I think so. Here's what we know about video. Faceless video performs as well as regular video. So regular video with a face or video without a face, they both perform very well. So then does AI generated video work as well as human generated video if in fact the human has been removed? Well, when you create a video, there is a voice track. That voice track gets transcribed. And so co-joined with your video is text-based content. The systems are analyzing the text to help understand where to position that content. So if I were to just take a human and put AI generated video, human generated video that say the same exact thing, they're going to perform the same exact way. The machines, however, are taking the transcript to decide where that content is going to surface. Content, and I'm going to quote Google here, the authority on surfacing content. Google said, we want to help people find content created by people. That's their exact words. Help people find content created by people. LinkedIn said, we want to show you content from the people you care about most. And they're very specific when they insert the word people in here. And so you could read into that, you could infer, or you could dig into the LinkedIn engineering blog. You could really dig into software like SEMrush, look at tens of thousands of data points. And LinkedIn has come out and said it, that they want you to add your personality to your content. So why would, and so this is my very long way of answering the question that the only way for your video to surface somewhere is when the systems can understand what your video is about. The only way for the system to understand what your video is about is by what you feed the system. And most people just feed the system their voice track that gets transcribed that then the system can analyze and decide where to put it. And if it just seems like generic blah, blah, blah versus generic blah, 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 but with a whole bunch of experience and expertise shuffled in, what's going to surface more? Are we here right now? No. No, not yet. Not yet. Will we be there soon? Yes. Rapidly. Rapidly, rapidly, rapidly. Okay? So now the second situation here, situation number 2 is you are worried that your content plagiarizes someone else. Because if I just look at this question, I don't know which it is. How do you avoid plagiarism completely for the entire blog? Like, how do you I think it's number 1. I think it's how do you avoid people copying you? Look, the systems want people to come to the systems and stay on the systems. We know this. LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, Lemonade, Trev. They want to bring people there and they want to keep people there. Well, if there are 2 movies playing in a theater and one of them is just monotone, generic, with no storyline, or the other one is storyline with entertainment, where are most people going to go? People are drawn to the human experience. So in your content, sharing your human experience of expertise, authority, trust, education is going to draw more people to it. AI cannot recreate your expertise, your experience, your authority. It's unique. It's your fingerprint. AI can be entertaining, but not as entertaining as you are in your own personality, in your own way. The systems know this. And as much as AI was this wild, everything is now AI kind of thing in 2023, you're going to see people tire of that. It's like calling things low fat in the 70s. It's like, um, I don't know. I'm failing to think of any of it. Like it's when people latch on to anything, they latch on to the new phrase, and now suddenly everything is like everything is AI now. Even things that aren't AI, they're saying they're AI. You know, your soon, you know, your meat that you buy at the grocery store is going to say now with AI, right? Yeah, no sugar, right? I was looking at a package of my favorite. Do you know what my favorite chocolate candy is? You do. It's the York peppermint patty. And I was looking at the York peppermint patty package and it said 40% less fat than regular chocolate. Ta-da. But just as much sugar. There's just as much sugar in there. But don't worry about that. Don't worry about that sugar killing you. Um, like everything, organic. You know, when something suddenly organic became the darling phrase, right? And now everything's organic. Does anybody even know what that means? Grass-fed beef. Okay, so a cow ate a blade of grass. You can now call it grass-fed, but oh, you feel better about it. Oh, they were fed grass. I love grass. You will see. You will see. I don't know. Maybe my coffee cup has a hole in it. I just dripped coffee all over my keyboard. You will see the romance with AI start to go away. And we will start to use AI for the best possible reasons. The best possible reasons to use AI is to replace like the work that you don't feel like doing. It's the automations, it's the analysis of data, it's the I want to know everything about this from these three different data sets, and it's letting AI do the computations. That's the real power of AI. It's finding the complex solutions that would take humans, you know, hundreds of thousands of human hours that can be reduced to minutes, right? That's the power of AI, not creating generic content that you're pushing out onto social media. Okay, so you heard it from me. Do I sound like grumpy about that? I promise I'm not grumpy about it. I'm just being a realist. I'm a realist. We're not there right now, but we will be. We will be. If you're worried that your content plagiarizes someone else, here is your two-step answer to this. A, one, don't copy other people. That's the easiest approach. B, run your content through a so through something like Copyscape, which will give it a if it which we'll see if it's too similar, too dissimilar. Okay, so run it through Copyscape. Okay, so there's the answer to that question. And let's just check in everywhere, make sure that everything is going the way it is. Hey, everybody on YouTube, I just came over and checked in on you guys. Thanks for being here. Nice to see you. Thanks for being here today. If you have questions, you can just pop them right into the chat. All right, next question. Next question is this one. Let's copy that. I just want to make sure I'm not going to put anything personal here. Okay. Um, so that's a great. So this is a question about YouTube and when the videos are ending. So that is something that we're covering in the inner circle training. And I don't want to, I don't, that's something that is like super, super, super new and really fresh. And I think it's like a really strong strategy. Um, with respect to that question, I would reserve the option to answer that in a more closed environment. I think if I start answering that now, especially because I'm going live on YouTube and this is going to be on YouTube in perpetuity, I want to I don't want to give away that secret sauce outside of the inner circle. So we talked about that in the inner circle yesterday. So that's in the recording, and I can talk about it in the coffee half hour at 2 o'clock if you could show to that. But because this is going live to YouTube and has the potential for reach outside of people who are in paying programs, I want to lock that down. All right. So with respect to that question, I will answer that question, but I don't want to answer it here just because the answer to that question is so unbelievably powerful. I just want to be very careful with that. Is that okay? Are you okay with that? Next. Happy birthday to your wife. If she's listening, if she's here right now, happy birthday. I hope it's an awesome one. I think not only just going out to lunch would be appropriate today, I think going out to dinner would be appropriate as well. I know I skim social media and not read it, right? How much time do you spend reading about your craft each day? For instance, learning about the new technology. So a lot. I spend a lot of time every day researching and synthesizing because it's really important to what I do. But I don't just research, I research. So right now I'm exploring something super new. And I started to talk about it yesterday in the inner circle. It's like this is like it's so fresh, it's kind of not even out there yet, but it is through observation of tens of thousands of data points. And so I don't just research what other people are doing. I'm collecting information and I'm looking for patterns within information. That's one of the things that I really love doing is I love collecting information and looking for patterns. And once I start to see patterns emerge, then I can take those patterns and create a roadmap from those patterns, and then I can deploy, test, collect my own feedback and see if it correlates. If I can get that correlation, now I know I'm onto something, let's test more. And then let's deploy that information to you. So how much time do I spend a day? Yes. I even if I'm working, even when I'm working with private clients or I'm working with the mastermind or the inner circle, there's always information that's coming out that I'm collecting. So what I don't do is I don't scroll on social media to be entertained by it. I don't care what my if my friends want me to know what they're up to, they're going to tell me. I'm not going to, you know, maybe they're trying to tell me through social media, but maybe I don't, maybe, with respect to them and all the fun things that they do, I don't care. I don't care where they're skiing or what they're doing or what their kids are doing. I just don't. I don't. It's not my highest values. My highest values is you. It's you people right now, even you people on YouTube who don't know me. Why aren't you in my programs? You people on YouTube yet? Just get in there so I can help you. Obviously, people copying your work is uncool, but it can generate an interesting post discussion about it. Yeah, there's a lot of repurposing other people's content. It's, what do they say? Artistry is the great artists steal, and that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Um, I am, Jeremy says that, he's going to celebrate his wife's birthday and is taking time away from work. Don't worry. Don't worry. Celebrate the birthday. Celebrate the birthday. But I mean, while you're sitting there, you could be thinking about work. I know I do. And then just work later. Just work later. All right. Another question. Another question. Let's see if I can find it. This one I love. This is a really good one. You're going to love this. I'm going to copy and paste it. Here's the whole thing. There's a lot in here that we're going to have to decipher. I think there's one core question in here that we'll get to. Boom, share the whiteboard. And so we're done with that question. New page. Boom, boom. Open that up. Here we go. Okay, so this is from, who is this from? Neymar, I think. At least I hope. Oh, no, Near. It's from Near, and the last name is Maram. It's from Near Maram. Sorry for calling you Near Mar. It's from Near Maram. Seems like a nice enough chap. Near provides web solutions. Expertise is fully customized WordPress websites. That is a great business to be in even now, because there's a lot of companies out there that say, "Hey, build a website with AI," and then these websites look like a drunk child built them. I recently had I recently used AI to test out some stuff, and it really is like the you had the dumbest person in the world do this for you. But that's okay. Our audience is B2B branding, medium to big companies, companies with a marketing team. That's a great market to go after because you know they've got budget that needs constant changes and a bulletproof back end. I hope that's WordPress. It probably is. Probably is. So they won't break things while they're updating content and building new pages. You could definitely lock down WordPress, as you know. You can lock down WordPress to do that. So startups, mostly after seed one, or I think that's probably this, and high tech companies, et cetera. Great market to go after. How do I track down the key phrases? So let's synthesize this question. The overall question is, how can I find my market's most lucrative key phrases? So let's dig into this. The fastest and easiest way is to use software. Like, my favorite is SEMrush. There's a cost to this. Let's go see how much we can do with SEMrush without having to pay for anything. So we'll start there, and then we can do some more like tactical type stuff. So let me share my screen, and we'll try this out. This is good. I like it. I like it when we have fun questions like this, hard questions. So we're going to go to semrush.com here. And so here, get measurable results from online marketing. This is SEO. So we want to do SEO research. Looks like I can put in something here. So what I might want to do is I might want to find a competitor. So you'd go to Google and you would type. So you have to ask yourself the question, do the people who need you know or care about the word WordPress? My intuition and my experience tells me they don't. They just want a website that they can update themselves, right? So where can I get a website that I can update? That's what somebody's going to type in. And so now you want to see what some of these things are ranking for. And so we're getting, like, look at this. Nope. Here. So Minima Designs, I wonder if they are a competitor. Let's open this one up and see. Let's find out. Yeah, so work with me. So like, look at this. Like they ranked pretty high on first page. Let's see what's up with this. Oh, great. I feel like I need to go get pictures like this taken. Like I need to go and like I need to have the fake laughing picture. Oh, these shoes. That's what I feel like I need. This I feel like about to turn into a superhero right there. Look at this one. I can't afford furniture. I feel like I need to go have that done. This person is laughing in every single picture, but they ranked high in Google. So let's find out what they're ranking for. I got to get the fan to blow in my hair. I do. You know what I want to do? No, it would be unkind. I want to go have these exact same pictures taken of me. Like same poses. Not, I won't wear a dress. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this person's website, and I'm sure she's super nice, by the way. I'm sure she's super nice. And I'm what I'm doing right now is I'm seeing in myself that I wish I could look like this. Like you look at my pictures online, I don't, there's really nothing, there's nothing going on there. I'm going to copy the website. Let's go back to SEMrush. Let's see what SEMrush will tell us. How much am I going to get without paying for anything? Okay. So look at this. I can't get past this. I have to create an account. So continue with Google. Let's see. Let's see. Watch. SEMrush is going to be like, you already have an account and you canceled it. We're not giving you anything. Here we go. Top organic keywords. Keywords by intent. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, see, this is the stuff that I just love. This is the stuff I just love. But then we look at the competitive positioning and it doesn't look like it doesn't look like SEMrush is seeing this as competitive with other website developers. So that's kind of interesting. So we take a look here and authority score is, whatever. Organic search traffic, 102 visits per month, not a whole lot. A lot of backlinks, but we're talking about keywords. So top organic keywords, let's just see. Let's see how much I can get. And I want to sort by traffic. I care about how much traffic a keyword gets. Uh-huh. Thanks. Oh, search volume also. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, see, they're not letting me do a lot here, but that's okay. I can start to see what this person is ranking for. Look at this. Tapes on meditation. Interesting. Interesting. Looks like it's a blog article. So then we can see what pages are starting to rank. Yeah, right? Tapes. That's pretty intentional, isn't it? I didn't even think about that until somebody just brought it up. That's pretty intentional. Tapes on meditation. Can I visit this page? Look at this. So that's really interesting. If they were paying for it, they would have paid this. LPs. That's interesting. So anyway, you can see what kind of pages, what kind of key phrases, and not a lot to bite into here, right? Not a whole lot to bite into here. So let's find something else. I want to find like a company that does this. So company that builds websites. What's a company that will build? So they're sponsored. Here, Design Rush. Oh, top 30 web design companies. Forget that. I don't want that. Here we go. Nope. 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 I see. I want people that are ranking. These are all listicles. We could try to see what Squarespace is ranking for. We could see. They're huge, so that might give us something. Yes, 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 yes. I will get to that message. Yes, yes. Pardon me. Pardon me. Okay, copy that. So now let's go back and let's see how much they'll give us here. Okay, we'll search. So these guys are ranking for their name, of course. Website builder, pretty good. I don't know. That's weird. So these are the keywords they're ranking for. Nothing really to bite into here until if we pay, I'm sure we're going to get a ton more. So you could use this tool. The other thing, let's just see what one of these paid ones will do. If I go back here to like these people that were paying, let's go for like Chetu here. So that's chetu.com. Let's see what they're up to. Wow. Oh, cheat.com. Right. Try it again. Here we go. Like, look at the stuff that they're ranking for here. Oracle latest version, data backup and recovery service, custom mobile app development company, Android app development company, and then branded. So, we're really we're not getting a lot out of this. Could look here, their rankings in India, lottery software. We're not really getting a lot out of this. That's why they're advertising. Definitely data backup. But that's really not what you want. So then what I would do, so you can get really scattered results by looking at other domains and seeing what other domains are doing. So I'd go back here to the homepage of SEMrush, to the SEO dashboard, and I would put in not what I want. How do I get back to the homepage? I want to search for, oh my gosh, this is like locked into, could go here, or we could go to organic research. So enter domain, subdomain, or URL. I don't want Mexico. I want Lithuania. So let's just do WordPress websites. WordPress website. So that's looking for a domain. I really wanted to do keyword research by another keyword. So I'm going to show you some other tools that will do that. We could do keyword gap. Nah, I don't want to keep adding domains. I really just want to do it by keyword. But this is all doing it by domains. So keyword research, keyword overview over here on the left. Enter a keyword. Business website. Website I can update. So I'm putting in some seeds here. Yeah. So I really want to get this stuff for free. I don't want to have to pay for this. Look at that, 130 bucks a month. When I had this back in the day, I can't even get out of this. I can't close this. So done. So toasted. Look, they've said enough, enough. So then there's another one. I don't remember the name of it, but Neil Patel, Uber Suggest. So you could go to Uber Suggest and you could add the keyword WordPress website and search. Uber Suggest is going to give some good stuff. So then you could start to use these phrases. Search volume looks good for these. And then you could subscribe to this to get more. So then another thing that you could do is go to Google and just do, presuming they know about WordPress websites, and we want to find like a competitor. So this is like, here we go, $25 high-end, 225 high-end website design. So that's creativewebsmith.com. I don't want to click on their ad. And so I'm just looking for like somebody that's like a competitor. So here, they're still sponsored here. I'm looking for the organic rankings. So I'm just looking through these rankings and like nothing is ranking. So this is kind of revealing as well. Let's just go to, I'll tell you why that's revealing in a moment. But let's go to this Websmith one just for a moment and we'll see what's going on there. So creativewebsmith.com. So we go to their website and then we just start looking around. Yeah. I didn't spell it right. Oh, maybe I did. Let's see. Let's go back here. Can I just copy it? I can't. I'm going to click on the ad. And then I'm going to go to their homepage. I'll be retargeted. So I'm looking for here. So now we just start looking for what they have. So custom website development, that would be a key phrase you could target. Wow, look at that. You can't highlight this. Oh, you can. I just couldn't do it from where I was. All right. So let me just go back to the homepage. So now what I would do here is I would just start looking at, like, see this list right here? I would start looking at those phrases. Perfect web design right here. You just like things just start to jump off the page at you. And then I would look at their blog. So you look at things like their headlines. It's a super busy website. It's not certainly not my style. And so now I want to see, do they have an article anywhere? Like articles anywhere? Maybe at the bottom. I don't know. I don't see a blog or articles anywhere. Hey, these guys are in Orlando, not far from me. I would love to see like some sort of articles just to see what they're up to, but let's go to their packages. Oh, what is that? Just scrolling me around? No, it's not. So that's repeat from content that was on the homepage, portfolio, again, repurpose content. Let's go here to WordPress. And now I would start digesting the content that's on this page, really content light, but I would start just looking at like headlines, like here, custom WordPress development. That's a phrase to go after because it's a headline. And then you can see here a different one, custom WordPress web development. And so I would start looking at headlines for people like this and to see, but again, they're not really ranking for that. That was paid. So then I would take this, I would search for this in Google, and I would look for organic rankings. And it's really hard to tell if that's what these people do. Here, there we go. This person does it, and they're ranked pretty close to the top. So then I would go here and I would look at, so they use that same exact phrase. Then they use it here with the word services. WordPress theme is another one. Custom WordPress website development process. So you can see they're expanding upon that phrase. So that's like, if that's like dog walking, you could do, dog walking. So you would do like dog walking here. And then down here, you would say dog walking for exercise or dog walking every 3 hours. Like you just expand upon it. So then you look at what they have as links. This is a real ninja kind of thing. You look at content and what people have as text-based links is a big thing for you. So like professional web design services, see that? And then you go here, professional web design services, website design here, professional website design process. See what's happening here with these key phrases? So you're just taking the seed, professional website design services, and you're just like shape-shifting it a little bit. So then the last thing, And right, user experience web design principles. That's an article. So let's see if that brings us to their blog. So that brought us to their blog. And now we can look in here and you can look at these headlines. You really don't have to look much beyond this. Web design agencies. So just by surfing around, you can kind of see. So then the other thing that you can do, I'm going to stop the share while I get into this because I don't want to show you client stuff. You can go into Google, you can sign up for a Google ad account, even though you're not running Google ads, and you can use the Google Ads keyword planner. This is a great, 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 great tool. Let me just give this a second to load. And while it's loading, let me go check in on YouTube because I haven't been there in a while. Hey, thanks for being here. Got some people there watching. The ad planner is taking a long time to load. So I'm going to do a search for Google Keyword Planner. I know you can't see it, but you will. Okay, let me share this with you. And this is the last tool I'll show you. By the way, not just for your website, you've heard me talk about optimizing your LinkedIn profile for search and making sure people can find your LinkedIn profile based on the keywords that they're searching for. So you should be using this for all the content that you create until you get you get the brain for just doing this. Oh my gosh, this is taking an age to load. When this does load, you can put in a key phrase and it will show you other key phrases to use. Now, Google is doing this from the ads perspective, but what they're showing you is, hold on. Like sometimes, I swear, sometimes Google like stalls on Safari. So let me just search for the keyword planner here in. I'm not kidding you. I think my coffee cup has like a crack or something in it. It really might. It like spilled all over my mouse when I just took that sip. Google Keyword Planner here in Chrome. Let's see how fast it loads. Because it's still trying to load over there in Safari. I'm so impatient with this stuff. I'm like, oh, I'll just start another browser and see which one loads faster. Like nothing. It's just spinning away here as well. You would go into the Google Ads Keyword Planner, which you can find just by searching for Google Keyword Planner. And in here, you can put in a seed key phrase, and then it will show you a lot of really good ideas for key phrases to use. It's doing this with a slant towards presuming you're going to run an ad campaign targeting those key phrases. So we can safely say that those key phrases might have some value. Yeah, and so look at this. Let's call attention to the obvious. Something went wrong. Thanks. So then you also can do WordPress website like that and go to people also ask, my favorite right here. Okay, and you can just click and expand and grab some of these and create articles on your website that answer these questions. And what I would say to you is start where I ended. Start here. And just write highly informative, educational, slightly entertaining articles, and you're going to do really, really well. You're going to do really, really well. This is the gold mine. So like you stuck through all that other stuff that really didn't give us a whole lot when it's just all spelled out for us right here. That's still loading. What a shame. So, it's all spelled out right here. So that's what I would do. And that brings us to the top of the hour. We covered a lot of ground today, talked a lot of important stuff. We didn't really goof around at all today. So to the YouTube people, thanks for being here. And let me just go down. I'm going to go stop the YouTube stream as we wrap it up for today. If you're here, what was your biggest takeaway from our time together? And thanks, guys. Thanks, YouTube guys. I'm going to shut down the stream to YouTube. Thanks so much for being here today. Really, really nice of you to show up and check this out. You'll be able to watch the recording of this as well. Let me know what your biggest takeaway